For decades, pizza and Chinese food were basically the only meals available for delivery. But that's changing. Uber Eats, Grubhub, and other third-party delivery services mean that you can get anything from bagels to baked Alaska delivered to your door. That's bad news for pizza chains, even for Domino's, America's #1 pie maker. After all, the company built its business on fast delivery. Domino's wasn't actually founded by anyone with Italian heritage. In 1960, Tom and Jim Monahan, two Irish-American brothers, borrowed $900 to buy a pizzeria called Dominick's. Within months, Jim gave up his half of the business to Tom in exchange for a Volkswagen Beetle, the same car that they were using for deliveries. The company was now all Tom's. He changed the name from Dominick's to Domino's. By 1978, it had 200 stores, and the chain just kept growing from there. The pizza chain's 30 minutes or less delivery promise helped set it apart from the competition. Domino's created the guarantee in 1984, and for nearly a decade, the incentive worked. But the company dropped it in 1993 after several lawsuits stemming from car accidents involving delivery drivers. By 1998, Domino's had thousands of stores and $3.2 billion in annual sales. But there were already signs of trouble. In the 90s, frozen pizzas had their big break, rising crust. Customers started choosing cheaper frozen DiGiorno's pies over fresh options from Domino's, Pizza Hut, or Papa John's. With a fresh pizza market shrinking, competition between the biggest players grew fierce. The pizza wars started heating up in the late 90s. Another big problem for Domino's: its pizza became forgettable as it cut corners on ingredients in order to keep its pizzas cheap. Domino's used frozen, canned, and pre-made ingredients to cut down on costs. That meant that its pizza could be assembled quickly, but customer satisfaction surveys showed customers just weren't satisfied. In November 2008, as a financial crisis was wreaking havoc on the stock market, shares of the pizza chain fell below $3. Domino's knew it had to get bold. In late 2009, it launched an ad campaign that admitted what customers already knew: Domino's pizza wasn't good. It had cardboard crust and ketchup-like sauce. The commercials told customers that they had totally reformulated its recipe, with a brand new sauce and a garlic-infused crust. In fact, the campaign was so successful that Pizza Hut later mimicked it in 2014 when it changed its own pizzas. Over the next couple of years, Domino's upgraded the quality of the rest of its menu, with new items like its Parmesan bread bites and artisan pizzas. But under Doyle's leadership, the company's flashiest new products weren't pizza or pasta. It was technology. In 2008, Domino's rolled out a tracker that let customers follow the progress of their order until it was delivered, a feature that was revolutionary in the delivery business at the time. The company continued to launch new features for the tech-friendly customer. In 2014, Domino's was one of the first companies to roll out voice ordering on its app. The company began offering zero-click ordering in 2016 too. Open an app and your favorite pizza gets ordered. Doyle was fond of describing Domino's as a tech company that just happens to make pizza. By 2015, half of the pizza chain's orders came from digital channels, like its app or website. And out of all pizzas ordered online, a whopping 31% were Domino's.
We've been doing this for 60 years, and because we've built all of our technology and all of our data in-house, that information that we gather on our customers is very sacred to us. It's a competitive advantage. We know where you live, we know your ordering preferences, we make it as convenient as possible by tokenizing your form of payment if you want to pay via credit card. There's a lot of data that we have. We can do a lot of our testing with customers. We don't want to give up that data to a third party who could theoretically end up using it against us.
Getting its customers to order online has long been important for Domino's revenue. Digital orders usually raise the overall receipt total. With a full menu in front of them, customers are more likely to order cheesy bread or a 2-liter soda. The company has also used tech to focus on another big part of its business, delivery. At the same time that companies like Amazon and Alphabet have been testing drones, so has Domino's. In fact, the chain was the first to deliver pizza with one of the remote-controlled aircrafts in New Zealand. And like Walmart and Uber, Domino's has tested self-driving delivery cars across the country. And the company plans to test more autonomous vehicles in late 2019 in Houston. The spotlight on tech, combined with better pizza, has paid off for Domino's. Revenue more than doubled from $1.57 billion in 2010 to $3.43 billion in 2018. In 2017, it overtook Pizza Hut as the market leader in the quick service pizza sector. Since 2010, its stock has risen more than 3,200%. The S&P 500 is only up 164% in the same period. Even after Rich Allison took over as CEO in June 2018, Domino's tech focus has continued. In early 2019, the company incorporated artificial intelligence into its loyalty program. Users just had to take a picture of pizza to get points to redeem for a free pizza. But Allison isn't just focusing on tech. He also has a big plan to revolutionize the chain's delivery strategy. Third-party delivery services have made it possible to deliver any kind of food. That means that consumers' options are virtually limitless. Delivery platforms are also ramping up their advertising. On its last two earnings calls, executives have said aggressive marketing activity from third-party delivery apps put pressure on domestic same-store sales. On its second quarter 2019 call, Allison said that Domino's continues to doubt the business model of delivery services. For restaurants, third-party delivery can be a double-edged sword. It can introduce customers to a new eatery and boost sales. But delivery services like Uber Eats and DoorDash charge restaurants for every order placed on their platform. A 20% or 25% commission fee takes a big bite of restaurants' razor-thin profit margins. And as the delivery market grows more crowded, third-party providers are pushing discounts to gain market share. Morgan Stanley estimates that third-party aggregators will bite off 1% to 2% of Domino's U.S. same-store sales.
I do think it is a threat near term, but I think at the same time, if you look at a lot of the delivery aggregators right now, very few of them, if any, are actually making money. And I think there's going to have to be some changes to their business model, whether it be either raising prices or extend into other non-restaurant type products or get more and more aggressive into that space. And as that happens, I see a layer of disruption, and that's where Domino's can maybe recapture some of the share they've lost in that regard. In other words, I think there is room for the delivery aggregators to be there, but I don't think at the end of the day, Domino's is going to lose its dominance in that field, particularly as it pushes new technologies and the boundaries with the technologies that it already has.